What's up, everybody? Welcome back to All About Me. My name is Tony Taylor. It is July 2nd, 2015. Again, this is motivation, innovation, inspiration for you and you and you. And to all my Canadian viewers out there, I just want to wish you a happy belated Canada Day, as yesterday, July 1st, was Canada Day for you viewers that may not have known. So, to my Canadian viewers, thank you for hockey hair, Jim Carrey, and of course, maple syrup. Now, continuing on with this message, I just want to wish the rest of you a happy and safe 4th of July weekend. Please do not blow off your hands and save me a s'more, is all I ask. Okay, today's message is simple. As you can see by the title, Winner, Winner, Chicken Dinner, it has nothing to do with chicken or dinner, but it has everything to do with winning. And I'm not talking about when Charlie Sheen went insane and started saying winning about everything, though it was pretty humorous, and I think it started a viral trend pop culturally that everybody was winning when things were going well. My topic is simply on, like I said, winning. I think America and society thrive on winning. And now you'd probably think, well, shouldn't we be thriving on winning? Isn't winning important? Well, of course, you look at pop culture songs, like T-Pain has a song that's all I do is win, 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 no matter what. I really don't know the rest of the lyrics, but it's been stuck in my head due to it being in the new trailer for the Peanuts movie, which I must say is pretty humorous, seeing Charlie Brown walking with that playing in the background. But ultimately, again, all we do is win, win, win. We just crave wins in sports. Coach K from Duke just celebrated 1,000 wins this past season. Kentucky was going undefeated. They had, 33 wins until they lost to Wisconsin. So there's many, winning is everything. But really, is it? And that's what I want to dive into today and really think is winning everything and how we celebrate wins. Which, this is actually in light of the recent Supreme Court decision, and I know many of you may have seen my Facebook post about this already, so this is just an extension of that. Ultimately, I want to say, as a Christian, many of you think this is where I'm going to start being judgmental or start bashing what happened with the Supreme Court or whatever. But the thing that alerted me the most about that whole situation is that many that were so happy for the decision that was made, the trend, the hashtag trend was love wins, love always wins, love wins, and all this other stuff. And so when I think of that, I'm thinking of the question of, okay, so when has love lost? So when you say wins, it means love continues to win, right? And so where does that stand in justice wins, or pride wins, or equality wins, or honor wins? How does it stand? How is love 4 and 2? Has it been defeated twice and then it's won 4 times? Love wins. I'm really kind of confused. And the reason I am confused on that is because a long, long, long time ago, thousands of years before any of us were here on this earth, love had already won. And that was my argument, or not really, I guess my argument, but that was my point, that regardless of sexual orientation, race, creed, color, political stance, economic status, you name it, regardless of any of that, love had already won. So as far as I'm concerned, there's only one love I can think of that has faced the most impossible of odds and won. So thus, love has won already. Love's not winning anything. Love has already won. Because the love that I know came face to face with death and defeated that. So as far as I know, love is undefeated. Love is 1-0. And that's all the matchup it needs. Love is undefeated. Love has won. And I use the verse 1 John 4:7 and 10. And I'm just going to repeat it now. And for those of you that don't follow me on Facebook, you may not know what it says, or what I posted about it. So it says in 1 John 4:7, Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. And this is love, not that we have loved, but that he loved us and sent his Son to be the propitiation for our sins. Again, I'm sorry for screwing up that word. Let me say it in a translation that might make a little bit more sense. That this is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. So that right there, again, is my reminder. Again, I said it on my Facebook status, and I'll say it again now, that we love the sinner, we hate the sin. And I think too often sometimes when these decisions are made, then it's a lot of people from the church that are saying how their views on what had happened, and we're not as loving as we should be. And it says right here that love comes from God. So again, love has already won. He sent his Son in an act of love. No greater love than that. Sent his Son for us, for our sin, for any sin that again, I've said this before, but any sin in the past, any sin in the present, and any sin that we commit in the future, love has already defeated that. So did love really win? No, because love already has won. So regardless of orientation, regardless of race, regardless of all that stuff, love has won. Because death has been defeated by the atoning sacrifice of Jesus. So, and with that, I actually want to share another thing that just spoke to me from one of my devotionals. Tolin Chivijian is just absolutely just hammered this point home. So, the kind of love we actually need, the kind of love that satisfies, and the kind that really helps and changes people is not the kind that is deserved. In fact, real love is not handed out on merit at all. This is why the greatest love, the love that satisfies most deeply and changes us most thoroughly, is the love of God revealed in the free gift of grace in his Son, Jesus Christ. So love has won because and it's undeserved. It's a love that we don't deserve, that we've been given with that atoning sacrifice of Jesus on the cross. So love has won. Which, again, so now I go back to sports and start thinking of how winning really isn't all that important, is it? Yeah, you get the championship at the end of the year, right? But who usually gets that first pick the next year? Is it the champion? No. It's the team that lost the most, at least in the NBA it is. So the Timberwolves lose all their games, well, not all their games, they lost a lot last year, which gave them the worst record in the NBA. And what's the worst record in the NBA usually get you? The first pick in the draft. So you're telling me that once you lose all the games, you win the top draft pick? So we can get Towns, we could get Okafor, we could get all those options? Because we lost so many games, we can get the best? So wait a second. We lose and we get the best. We win, we're the best team, but we can't get the best player. Interesting. Which again relates to how we, at least me as a Christian and my fellow Christian viewers and some of you that may be on the fence about all this stuff and may not understand all of it yet, that losing is really winning. Now, again, that may sound completely countercultural and say, well, so you're saying if you're a loser, you're a winner? Yes, I am, because God is calling us to lose everything for his sake, to have a relationship with him. Lose our selfishness, lose our pride, lose our ego, lose our envy, lose our jealousy, lose our greed, lose our materialism, lose ourself for him who is the ultimate number one pick in my heart and in the heart of many of my viewers. And and it's amazing that we are the worst. We are the sinners. but we are the first round draft pick in heaven. Another verse I want to share that kind of paints this picture is in the book of Luke, chapter 9. So he says, Jesus is saying this, "Then he said to them, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it." So then here, this is us. So if we're trying to save our own life, if we're trying to do good works, if we're trying to do the right thing, if we're trying to build up all this stuff to save our lives, to do whatever we can to save it, we'll lose it. But whoever loses their life for me will save it. So if we lose our stuff, if we lose the idea that we just want to win the lottery and we'll be successful and we'll be at the top of the food chain and we will have the greatest life, we'll lose it. But whoever loses their life for me, whoever loses it for Christ, it gives it all to Him. All. Not just, here's 2 out of 3 things. You can have this, but I want this. If we lose all of it for Him, we will save it. And it continues on to say, what good is it for someone to gain the whole world? What good is it for us to gain all these possessions, all these accolades, all these plaques on a wall, what good is it to gain the whole world and yet lose or forfeit their very self? What good is it to be marked by our accolades, marked by our wealth, marked by all those things that aren't going to matter when we're done and gone? What good is it to accumulate all those things and lose our soul in the process? If we give all we have to Christ, He will give all of Him to us, all of Himself to us. And that is what will cement and save us from a fiery, meaningless end at the end of our life, whenever that comes. And that's a big thing to save us from. The atoning sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross won, defeated death, because He didn't stay on that cross. He was buried, the stone was rolled away, and 3 days later He rose again. And because that death has been defeated, we have a place in heaven with Him. For those who choose to believe in Him, and it's not by good works, it's not about having the most awards on the wall, it's not about any of that. It's about giving all to Him and we will be saved. Not to accumulate all that we can in this world and try to save our own lives, to try to do whatever we can to save our life, to cement our place on a walk of fame, on a employee of the year. For what? None of that stuff will matter. Somebody else will break our record. Somebody else will make more money than us. But either way, we're not taking it with us when we go. Somebody else will get it. So I'm telling you right now, I know I kind of went all around it, kind of to the wins and losses and all these different things. But the ultimate thing I want to say, that love has won. Love is undefeated. So it's not this love wins thing, equality wins thing, love always wins. I'm saying regardless of your race, your creed, your sexual orientation, your job, your social status, the amount of money you have in your wallet, that none of that matters, because love has already won. Death has been defeated. So, with that, again, I want to wish you all a happy and safe 4th of July. Please stay tuned for new videos coming up in the next couple of months. I've got a lot up my sleeve. But for now, I'll just leave you with a message of love has won.